Hi everybody, it's Coach Ali and I want to welcome you to your 30 days bodybuilding series. In this series, we're combining training with dumbbells along with training with your functional trainer and creating bodybuilding sets in order to muscle you guys up and really get that fit and strong looking body. Let's get started. Starting this combination with the dumbbell goblet squat. So you can see we're doing this one with feet parallel, knees are at shoulder width. We're making sure that as we drop down, our elbows are getting to the lower part of our thigh and lifting straight up. Now, very important to keep vertical upper body throughout. Keep nice control over your back, keep it nice and neutral. And then just make sure the top head of the dumbbell is just staying beneath your chin the whole time. Then we're going to go over to the functional trainer and work some cable deadlifts. So again, starting with your feet at shoulder width. Now, as you squat down, you're going to lean forward so it gets into that deadlift motion. And then as we drive our way up, we're pushing our hips out, pulling our shoulders back and really getting into the posterior with this one. Good strong thrust up, and then it's a matter of releasing nice and slow and controlling the movement. Your turn to try this combination. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. You know what they say, third time's a charm. Let's take 30 seconds break and hit up set 3. Starting this combination with some dumbbell static feet lunges. So making sure that your lunge is nice and lengthy, staying on the ball of the back foot, making sure that your front shin bone is remaining nice and vertical throughout, and just keeping the upper body vertical and keeping the spine nice and neutral. Dropping down until your back knee gets very close to the floor, maybe just 1 or 2 inches off, and then lifting all the way up. Now we're going to do this on both sides before we switch over to our cable exercise, which is a cable squat, but you can see that we're doing this one with a front squat hand position. So we're keeping the hands up at shoulder height, and for comfort we're going to go neutral hand position. Now when you drop into the squats, very important to try not to lean forward. Get your elbows as close to your thighs as you can and lift all the way back up. Your turn to try this combination. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. Using my bench and dumbbell for some hips thrusters to start off this superset. Now the most comfortable place to have the edge of your bench is just below your shoulder blades for this one. The dumbbell is comfortably rested on my hips, and then I'm thrusting all the way up until I've got a straight line from my shoulder all the way to my knee, and then dropping my butt back down to the floor for this one. Then we're going to go over to the functional trainer and work some cable hind kicks. One leg at a time. You can see the stirrup is at the arch of my foot, and then I'm just pushing straight back. So really control this one with your knees. So you can see I'm bringing my knee forward, and then I'm pushing back with my knee until my leg is nice and straight. Keep a slight bend in your support knee and use your frame for a little bit of support as well. Your turn to do both sides. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. You know what they say, third time's a charm. Let's take 30 seconds break and hit up set 3. starting this set with some dumbbell stiff leg deadlifts. So this is a deadlift where we're keeping our knees soft, straight. Make sure that you're keeping your spine neutral. You can see that I'm keeping the dumbbells together throughout, and just work with as much range as you've got. So work with your own flexibility. Now, if you're getting to a point where you're hunching over, then you've gone down too far for the amount of flexibility that you've got in your hamstrings. Then we're going to work some standing back extensions using the cables. So it's a matter of bringing the handles all the way to your chest, neutral hand position, and then just pressing them against your chest. Now, at this point, the handles don't leave your body. And what it is just a lean forward with soft, straight legs, keep your spine nice and neutral, and then squeeze, return your way back into that vertical standing position, and just keep your shoulder blades tight, keep your shoulders back, and really emphasize the posterior for this exercise. Your turn to try this set. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. Starting this combination with some dumbbell sumo squats. So this is a wide squat with your toes pointing out, so that we're emphasizing a little bit more on your hamstrings and your glutes rather than trying to isolate your quadriceps. Now you can see we're dropping all the way down, getting a nice deep squat in, and then coming all the way back up until your knees are straight. And to complement this exercise, we're going to work some cable abductions. So using your outer leg to throw a lateral push and really focusing on the outer glutes and the abductors, making sure that the swinging leg is remaining nice and straight. So the support leg has a little bit of bent in it in order to support both your knee and your back, but the swinging leg is remaining nice and straight. We're going to do this one on both sides. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. squat calves raise combination with the dumbbell for this one. So you can see that I'm holding the dumbbell just below my chin, and I'm just dropping down until my elbows get to my thighs, and then lifting all the way up into the squat and finishing up with a calves raise at the top of that. Now we want to exercise good control over this exercise, dropping down nice and slow, steady with neutral upper body, and just trying to put a little pause at the top of the calves raise if we can. And then to keep the calves activation going, we're going to go over to the cables and just work some calves raises. So you can see I've worked my way forward a little bit so that I can get some extra range. And then it's just a matter of doing your calves raises. Now there's no rowing of the arms, so making sure the arms are remaining straight and it's your calves doing all the work for this one. Try and put a little pause at the top of it if you can. Your turn to try this combination. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. Working some goblet side squats or skater squats, if you like, for this particular exercise. Now you can see we're keeping the opposite knee nice and straight, and then we're getting our elbow all the way down to the bent knee and working our way back up, alternating between the left and the right for this one. Now your dumbbell needs to remain just below your chin and good steady control throughout your movement. Then let's go over to our functional trainer and work some curtsy lunges. So these are lunges pushing back at 45 degrees. Very important to keep your lunges nice and lengthy, and that extra angle is just going to really emphasize the outer glutes. Make sure that your front knee remains nice and vertical, and make sure your arms are not rolling back. So you've got to make sure that your arms are remaining straight throughout. Your turn to try this combination. Okay, let's take 30 seconds break and repeat that last superset. Well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Let's take a moment to stretch and cool our bodies down. Now, remember to hit the subscribe button right here so that you don't miss another workout. See you on the next episode.